Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Opulent Emperor, and I'm here to do an intuitive reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Sagittarius. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. I'll shuffle 4 times, and then we will see what the message is. Alright, so Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. And as you can see, this beautiful pashmina scarf that I have on, you can find this at thebirthdaygift.org. She sells these beautiful scarves. This one is for protection. It's also orange, so I know it helps with sacral chakra. Alright, so 2 more shuffles and we'll be ready to go. Alright, thank you so much, Spirit. What do you have for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node as well. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Sagittarius, okay. I'm going to go ahead and take the first card off the top, and we'll continue from there. Alright, Sag, let's go. So the first card that we have is the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so as you can see, you have put in a lot of work. It is reaping season, but you do need to go back and reevaluate. Make sure all I's are dotted, all T's are crossed. Make sure that you check all of your investments. If you have your money in bank accounts, you know, any type of lucrative work that you put in, go back and just do a final check, because even 7 is the number of completion. But this is letting you know that your hard work and efforts are not wasted. They have not gone unseen. So it's just a little bit more time before reaping season. So just be faithful in the work that you've already done, okay? All right, so moving forward here, your next card is the King of Wands. Exactly. Now, with this being Cancer, Leo energy, wow. Okay, so Sag, you're actually in your energy as the King of Wands in this season. Okay, so the King of Wands is a leader. He sees the bigger picture. He overcomes challenges. He actually can give very good advice. That's why a lot of people come to him for answers. He's the King of Wands. He has creative ideas. He's very energetic. He's passionate about what it is that he's doing. Whatever he puts his hand to basically turns to gold. Like, this man, he can see it all. Like, he can see the vision of any type of business, any type of lucrative idea, anything that's going to better someone. He can see that. He can help with that. So that's the energy that you need to be in. And it's funny that the 7 of Pentacles comes right before this. So you know your place and you know your power. And the funny thing is, as the cards are laying down, wow. Okay, so as you can see, he's actually leaning against a wand, okay? Staring at his pentacles. So the creative ideas that he's put in, he's just waiting for the increase to come. You know who you are, and you still have that wand in your hand, but this time this wand is starting to sprout. So your ideas are coming into fruition. So again, hold on and be faithful. The fun thing is how they're laying down. The king is even looking at the work that he's done, and he's even, the king is waiting for their increase as well. So it's not just you standing in your power as king. You're waiting, but it's fine. Patience is a virtue. You have it. I'm a fire sign too, Aries, Sag rising. I don't like waiting either, but for this one, you just got to wait a little bit longer. 7 is the number of completion. It's almost there. It's almost ready. Because this time when you get it, you won't let it slip through your fingers. Wow. Yeah. You had to go through the different cycles of having money and losing money, but you learned a lesson every time. Okay. So after the King of Wands, we have the Empress. My God. Okay. So if this is a motherly figure around you, or just a woman around you who is very abundant, very fruitful, along with the King of Wands, you have the Empress here. So either you, Sag, are very, very abundant. This could show some of you, well, of course, female. Some of you may be pregnant or expecting. The Empress is all about labor. She conceived. She's the mother. She's the mother of all of the queens. So this is some high power here. She's extremely abundant. She has it all. She sits. She looks pretty. So make sure that you are. Make sure that you. Okay, I heard indulging in self-love. So if you've been lacking or if you've been holding back as far as treating yourself, yes, it's okay to take care of others because that's the job of the Empress too. She sits, but she also nurtures. It's time for you to actually pull some of that energy back and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. The Empress speaks about self-love as well, beautification. Make sure that you are presenting yourself as beautiful as you want to be for yourself, not for anybody else. Because again, you know that either male or female, you're still the King of Wands. You have that energy. So live as such, just like they tell me. Okay, wow. All right. All right, Sag. Stand in your place. Be patient, but stand in your place. My God. And then you have the Ace of Wands. Okay, stand in your place. All right, there we go. I just heard it. So you need to do a little bit more planning because it's even under the Seven of Pentacles. So it's almost ready for completion, but you do need to go back and reevaluate or revise your plans, and something new that you could do even in the midst of it, because of the fact that if you add one more pentacle to that 7, you'll be at 8. So that's mastery. Okay, so this one more idea that you come up with that's going to come to you, you know, it may come through a vision, it may come through meditation, but it's definitely going to be given to you by spirit. It may come through prayer. But whatever it is that you seek, make sure that you use it wisely too when it's given to you, because when the Ace of Wands is given to someone, it's literally set on fire, because that's the beginning of creative energy, is that fire. So once a torch is set on fire, it's going to burn. And if it's not used, it will either burn your hands or you're going to have to throw it out. So make sure that you use it while it's lighting your way to put whatever creative idea into progress. That way it can be fruitful for you and bring about this abundance as the Empress. Male or female, you will be in this authority as well. Okay, so let's go forth. After the Ace of Wands, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is sitting right under the King of Wands. So Sagittarius, you have a king's spirit, period. So with this being said, while you're creating your ideas, yes, you could be very passionate. You could be very creative. You can daze off into a vision and, you know, see everything that you want to do. But you do need to make sure that you're also being logical in your decision making. You know, sometimes you have to be kind of stern with yourself. It's not that he's cold or stiff-hearted. He's just been through a lot. He's been through a lot of experiences, and he is the king of communication. Like, he's the king of ideas. And even look at the butterflies that are on his throne. Like, he's been through it. He's been a caterpillar. Excuse me. He's been a caterpillar. He's went in his cocoon, and he's came out transformed as a beautiful butterfly. So he's been through different transformations. He knows how to get through tough situations, and he's one of the best that you can come to for advice. Okay, so you have a king of creation, and then you have a king of logic, information, and advice. Sternness, but is because of the fact he pulls back his emotions so that he can make clear and concise decisions. And these are going to better everyone, his kingdom, not just himself. So you're sitting in a very good place right now, Sagittarius. They just want you to make sure that you're still building yourself up to get ready for when you are put in position to use your power. Your next card is the Eight of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy sitting right up under the Empress. Okay, so wow. All right. Woo. Your patience is going to pay off, because from you being patient, you're going to, when you finish putting yourself through this process, when you finish growing, when you finish purging yourself, when you finish going through that final transformation of you letting that last piece of that young feeble mind die off of you, they're going to catapult you. So just make sure that your plans are ready, because when you move, you're going to move fast. This is fast moving communication with the Eight of Wands here. Okay, this is Sagittarius in the first decan. So even by the time we get in Sag season, you will already be catapulted, or you should be ready by that time. When you get in your season, you know definitely you should be working. Like you should be working in whatever this is that you've been creating, or that you've been nurturing so long, that you've been sitting out, making sure that nothing has touched it, nobody has robbed it. You know, no insects or pests have come in and ate up your crops. You make sure that you watched it diligently, so you will be rewarded. And it's going to be fast, so make sure you're ready. Also, okay, under the Empress is the Eight of Wands with the fast moving communication. So, okay, if you are in the beauty field, that is something that you definitely need to speed up. Anything that has to do with the beautification or even regeneration of, I am hearing other women, yes, men included, but I'm hearing more women. It's like the Empress is here to empower a lot of more women to get in that Empress energy. So if you are working in any type of beauty field, either where it's through physical beauty or even emotional beauty, mental beauty, where you're actually coaching or counseling people as well, helping them to see more self-love, that's going to speed up as well. Your business is definitely needed. All right. And do not give up on what it is that you're doing. You will be strengthened. Okay. Okay, I heard health field as well. Health field as well. Health field as well. So if you work in the health field, take heart as well. Make sure that you be safe. And if you can't take herbs, take your herbs. My God, take your herbs. Natural herbs, so that you could defend yourself against anything that you may have to go through while you are trying to live out your calling in your profession. Okay, so after the Eight of Wands, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. So, all right, the Seven of Pentacles is above the Ace of Wands with a creative idea. Okay, under the Ace of Wands is this Ten of Pentacles here. So what you're working on and what you're waiting for, this is nothing fly by night. Okay. This is not your business going under. This is not bankruptcy. This is legacy. So what it is that you're working on, that seed that you planted, this is going to grow into a beautiful oak tree that is going to sprout out with many branches, because of the fact you want to leave legacy behind. You know that God willing, or, you know, God forbid, if that comes to you, where you lay your head down years from now, because I even speak health on you from the power that I have. So even from years from now, because this is an old man and he has children, or, you know, ones that he can loved ones that he can pass down, increase onto, as well as knowledge on how to keep them increasing their own wealth and knowledge. Okay. And as you can see, he has his hand on a dog here. This shows loyalty. Even in where your finances are, it shows that you'll be able to trust who it is that you're lending and borrowing. Well, no, excuse me. Who it is that you're lending to, because you will be the lender and not the borrower. At Ten of Pentacles, you have it. Like, you've accumulated wealth. You understood what it was that you had to wait for in that Seven of Pentacles energy. You did what it is that you had to do as far as creating your new idea with the Ace of Wands. You sat in your king's position and focused on self-love while you were doing what it is that you were supposed to do. So this is going to bring immaculate wealth. That way you will be able to go ahead and fill up your storehouses, and to make sure that you will be able to give. Okay, so don't be shocked if, wow, don't be shocked if anything happens. Okay, wow, oh my God. Even if famine comes, you still will be able to give. All right. And even the Empress, she sits on crops. So you have it, Sag. And I know Sagittarius is, y'all are the philosophers. Y'all love to help people. Sometimes y'all may not want to, or like let that side of y'all be shown, but you have a very soft heart when it comes to helping people. Even though you're the fire, you're the blue flame. So the blue flame is actually the hottest of the flames of the fire signs. So when you're passionate, you're passionate. And the funny thing is, thank you, Spirit, your birthdays are usually in December. Okay, we have the November. Wow, exactly. November and December, Sagittarius. You got to think about it. November, we're celebrating Thanksgiving, so we're giving thanks. Okay, December is Christmas. Even though it does happen around Capricorn season, Well, it happens in Capricorn season. You're still in that same month of gift giving with Christmas, of course. But you know what I mean. All right. Dang, they went in on the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so moving forward. Wow. This is crazy. Okay, Sagittarius, you literally have 3 kings sitting here. So under the King of Wands is the King of Swords. Under the King of Swords literally is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so you have it sitting next to the 10 of Pentacles is the King of Pentacles. From you being patient and from you being thankful and gracious over a few things, he's going to make you, okay, yes, because you were faithful over a few things, he's going to make you master of many things. And when I say he, I mean spirit. And when I say spirit, I mean source. And when I say source, I mean the creator, whoever gave it to you. Woo! He's going to make sure that you are sitting on your throne, making sure that you are taking care of your kingdom, everything that is around you that was put in your control while you were here on this earth, fulfilling out your purpose. He's going to make sure, she's going to make sure that you have source. Mother and father are going to make sure that you have it. You just got to believe in yourself that you are the King of Pentacles as well. You are the King of Wands, the King of Creation. You are the King of Swords, the King of Communication and Logic. And then you are the King of Pentacles. So you sit on money. You know how to accumulate wealth. You have brilliant ideas when it comes to increasing. Then you also know how to conserve or save. You know when to give. You know when to pull back. You can teach about money. Matter of fact, you've taught already your authority that you have around you how to accumulate wealth. And now they've taught the masses that are around you. So even with this Empress being here, I mean, when I tell you, you can sit. But it's going to take from you working on this idea here and being patient with this first row. But with this King of Pentacles here, this Aries Taurus season, so I'm telling you, this going to move fast too, because with this Ace of Wands here, by the time your season comes, and then when May come around, because the King of Pentacles is, Aries Taurus energy, you should be on top of your game. Oh, wow. You will be on top of your game. Yes, you will be on top of your game. Speak those things that may not be as though they were. I'm saying may not because of the fact you may not have started it yet. But yes, speak those things that be not as though they were. I do know the verse. I'm sorry, I just had to say that. I'm going to let that be. All right. And see, now I understand. Remember, I am a Sagittarius. Now I understand why I had to say what I had to say. So your last card is the Knight of Swords. While you're doing what it is that you're supposed to do, while you are doing what it is that you're supposed to do and living out your purpose, there may be some people who may have words to say to you, or they may not agree with what it is that you're doing or the path that you're going down. Okay. Look. When I could, okay, because I keep just hearing to each his own. Whatever it is that you do, the vision was given to you. As long as it's not something that is harmful to yourself or somebody, whether it be physically, mentally, or spiritually, emotionally, consort with yourself and your source. And if they let you know that you have the okay and the right of way, that is your business. Oh my God. Because you're going to be the only one that has the answer for your actions. So, I will tell you, you sit as the King of Swords as well. Please watch your mouth. And I'm speaking to myself too, because I am Sagittarius. We will watch our mouths, because some people really ain't even worth the argument. Why are you coming at me when I'm trying to better myself? Why are you coming at me with negativity when I am trying to better myself? You see that when I was out and doing what it is that I wasn't supposed to do, no one was bothering me. So now when I start to work on my purpose and to try and better myself, that's when everyone comes at me with all this quick negative speaking, and then I have to sit there and defend myself. But why should I have to defend myself when I sit as King of Wands, as King of Swords, as King of Pentacles, and I'm speaking on your behalf, Sagittarius, you sit under the Empress, which is like, it's like Mother Earth watching you and blessing you, like a mother or a grandmother sitting over you. So you don't even have to defend yourself. But if you do speak, just for your own sake, so that you don't have to either repent or come back and apologize for what words come out of your mouth, just watch it. Try to put a zip on it, because the Knight of Swords, even though he does have a message to declare, sometimes he could come off very abrasive. He could come off where he doesn't consider consequences. So that you don't have to come back and apologize to anybody. When you do have to speak on your behalf, watch your words, be led, be spirit led. Be spirit led, because then even spirit sometimes will tell you it ain't even worth it. Shut your mouth. Let them speak, and then they go on about their way. Whew. All right. So, Sag, your overall energy is the Four of Pentacles. So when you do start to accumulate this wealth, even in its small state, okay, make sure that you're, that you're sitting on your money. Make sure that you are saving your money. Make sure that you're taking care of your money, okay? All right. Now, it does show here money on your mind, but I do want to warn you, that should not be the only thing that's on your mind, or do not let money overtake you. That's what's going to take longer for your crops to come to you. If you keep watching your crops, they won't grow. You got to just walk away and trust that what it is that you're doing is going to come into fruition, and it's going to grow and be beautiful. Okay, so again, you have money coming to you. They're trying to make sure, because if you can see this card, this man has literally moved away from home, like he's left home so that he can make sure that he sits on his money and watches it. Okay, yes, you may have had money issues. You may have had trust issues, especially regarding finances, but just be wise with your money. If you want to put it away, put it away. If spirit or you're guided to give, please do so. When you give, it's given back to you. Pressed down, running over, and shaking together. Pressed down, shaking together, running over, excuse me. But from you being obedient, yeah, you eat the good of the land, you have it. You have it. So you don't have to go into like a Scrooge type of attitude, or just like pull your hands back when you know that you should give. Okay? All right, so just be wise with the increase that's coming in here. Your underlying energy, wow, you got 2 4s. So a 4 of Pentacles is for the overall energy. And then you have a 4 of Swords here as the underlying energy. The underlying energy, excuse me. So with this 4 of Swords here, they're showing rest. You do need to, like, okay, while you're working on your finances, it's okay for you to take a step back. If you are a business owner, yes, it's okay for you to take a step back, especially if you have a trusting staff. This shows like a vacation. This shows you actually meditating. This shows you getting some sleep or some rest. Okay, thank you. This also shows you ending fights from anything that has to do with heartbreak, betrayal, mistrust, because you do have the 3 of Swords over you. So you may have went through some recent like heartbreak where you may have distrust in some people. Now with this Swords here, even with that Knight of Swords being your last card in the spread, this is even telling you that you don't have to argue your point anymore. You do not have to speak on your behalf. Let spirit fight for you while you recuperate yourself, because exactly, I just heard it again. Yeah, the money's on your mind so that you could do what it is that you're supposed to do. And if you notice out here, I know you may not be able to see it, there are people who are on your side and they're praying for you. Okay? So, again, any health issues, I pray speedy recovery, and I speak speedy recovery on you as well, so that you are able to get up and do what it is that you need to do as far as increasing yourself. Okay? Now, I did see the Knight of Wands as far as like Scorpio, Sag energy. So, again, you are going to be catapulted with great speed into your calling. You just need to go ahead, take a step back, get some rest. While you're doing that rest, you can still contemplate. You'll start to get more ideas, especially through dreams, meditation, and prayer. And then that way you'll be able to move forward sitting in these 3 king energies here. Again, King of Wands, King of Swords, and King of Pentacles. All right, Sagittarius, that was your reading. I hope that you enjoyed. You can reach me now on YouTube, of course. my channel here, The Opulent Emperor. You can also reach me at, Instagram, The Opulent Emperor as well. I am open for personal readings. I do thank you again for allowing me to read you. So, all right, enjoy.